So we are in Web UI programming. This is the first session on Web UI. Here we are learning here Web UI. UI here, user interface. We are learning here user interface. In this, here, when you enter any URL in the browser, whatever application you can see. If you enter google.com, you can see Google homepage for us. That is what one UI page. When you enter any URL in the browser, whatever application you can see here, that is what here UI page for our application. So once you enter any URL in the browser, whatever application you can see, that is what here UI page for our program. So now let me save. Here 9 o'clock. Demo. Let's save the file. This location. 12th July, 12th August, 024 at 9 p.m. at demo 1. Yeah. Here, when you enter any URL in the browser, whatever application you can see, that is what here UI is. If you enter Facebook, Twitter, any URL, whatever you will enter, that is what here UI page for our program. UI means here, it's a user interface. We can able to create user interactive page with this. Suppose if you are entering here, facebook.com, see here zoom.com or facebook.com or gmail.com. If you enter your URL, you can see that home page for that Facebook. You can see home page of that Facebook. So once you enter the URL in the browser, whatever application you can see, that is what UI page. Here, when you change your screen size, see here, when you change your screen size, that it is automatically affect for our application. See here, I'm changing my screen size. According to my screen size, it is displaying like this. See here, 2 column, single column. So this is what here one UI page. Whatever URL you will enter, that is what here UI page. Here, after entering that username password, you will submit your application form. Here, any UI page, once you click submit button, here it may be Facebook, Twitter, Yahoo, any account. If you click on the submit button, your data will be redirected to server. Your data will be redirected to server. Server connected to database. Database will back to server. Server will give you resultant page for us. This resultant page again a UI page for our program. This is what here one more UI page for our program. So once you click on the search option, your data is going to the server. So once you enter your details, you are able to redirect to server. This server page here again UI page for our program. Here my page is redirecting to server. Servers are here Java server, .NET server, Python server, any server programming you can use it. Here every time front end will connect to server. If you enter any URL in the browser, whatever page you can see and whatever the resultant page you can see, that is what here UI. UI here it is a user interface. Here user interface. This is what here front end programming. Here front end, here this is what here server. Front end page, once you enter your username password, it will redirect to server. So these servers are here, Java page. Here, these pages are here, Java page or a here .NET page or a PHP page, etc. etc. All comes under server programs. Here databases are here, Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server, MongoDB, here MySQL, SQL Server, etc. etc. all comes under server programs. Here, this is what here server program for our application. This server program, who will develop the front end? They called as web UI developers. Web UI developers will work for front end program. Server side developers who work for server side, they called as server side developers. Third one, database developers who work for databases, they called as database developers. So here in the real time, you can find three team of developers. One is front-end development, second server-side development, third database development. Here, this front-end developers always give their input to server. Server-side developers will connect with database. Here, these databases will be connected back to server. Server will give you resultant page. Okay, server will give you resultant page for us. So, three team of developers are working for one single application. Three team of developers are working for one single application. Okay, here in this UI programming, in this course, 9 PM course, we are going to cover only the UI programming. In this UI programming, here we are going to see one is HTML 4 and 5. Second topic CSS 2 and 3. Third topic JavaScript. Here fourth one here jQuery. Here fifth one here Ajax. Fifth one here Ajax. Sixth one here responsive design. Here seventh one will be Bootstrap. Eighth one will be here lessons as. Ninth one is project. 10th one is exam. Here like this, I'll continue total topics of our course. Duration of my content will be here next to 2 months. 2 months, I'm going to cover on all these topics. I'm explaining here web UI, UI here user interface. In this, I'm going to teach these all topics, all are like this. Here, this is what here UI. UI means user interface. Once you enter your username password, your data will be connected to server. This server and databases, how much it is required for our course, that much I'll cover you. Here, how much it is required for our project development, that much I'll cover you in our course. Here, this is our UI page. See, once I enter URL, so Facebook, see here, Facebook. Once you click login button of this Facebook, you can see here, see, login.php. So this URL, here in this URL, you can find it here. 3 team of developers are working for this. Here in this Facebook. In this Facebook, you can see that 3 team of developers. One is UI developers, server side developers. Here server, here it is PHP. This is connecting with the database. Here 3 teams are. What is how much? Here 3 teams are working for this programming.
I'm asking about the practical, how much the practical project will be done in the class.
How much practical? I'll show you one URL, one university, one college, or one financial site, some website I'll show you. How to design that page, that front page, home page, login page, about page, like that I'll explain to you.
And ma'am, when will the class will be, means in weekends or weekdays, how many?
It will be Monday to Saturday sessions, Monday to Friday topics. Saturdays I'll go for this project sessions and exams. Total duration is 2 months.
Total
Yes.
is 4 months?
2 months.
2 months, ma'am. And then ma'am, timing 9 to?
9 to 10. Every day it will be 9 to 10. If link is available, I'll start 10 minutes early. If link is available, if the Zoom link is free, then I'll start your session 8:50. But generally they are not giving. So they are giving only 1 hour slot for Zoom link. So 1 hour only I'll continue your class.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, from today only the classes started till
This is the demo
exam.
set. Demo.
And
First
class
demo.
will start will from
Wednesday.
okay
Today and
when
tomorrow, I'll give you this introductions to all the topics. After that, I'll start my first topic, HTML4.
ma'am, any prerequisites any student should be known to any area, because I'm very new to this area and
No problem.
doing
No
while
problem. Everyone can learn this course.
yes, ma'am, learn, but the practical how the online the practical way is different while from the offline. That way, if we'll face any problem, then
No. But you have to practice more on this. If you have no, if you don't have any previous practical knowledge, so you have to mark out more on this subject.
ma'am, and what is the I have to ask or not? I don't know. What is the price of this? Because they have nothing told. I'm messaging them, calling them. They are not receiving or not replying
In
anything.
the chat window, they mentioned one phone number and all informations. Please check it in the chat window of this Zoom link.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, recorded video will be provided after each section or after completing the course.
You are so long from your mic. It's not audible.
Ma'am, you recorded video will be provided after each section or after completing the your.
Every day recording will be shared with you.
Okay.
I'll create one Gmail drive for our 9 p.m. batch. I already created. In that drive only, I'll upload everyday file.
Okay.
Yeah. Programs, paint files, documents, recordings, everything I'll upload there. Yeah. So let me continue. Here we are in UI. In this UI means when you enter any URL, whatever application you can see, this is UI. After clicking on the submit option, your data will go for search. That search will connect to database. Database will back to server. Server will give you resultant page for us. This is our UI page. So these all interactions you can observe here. UI is connecting with the server connecting to database back to server will give you resultant page for us. This is totally UI page for our application. In this UI page, here server side developers, front-end developers, database developers. 3 team of developers are working for this application. Here, 3 team of developers will work for any one single application. Here, we are going to become a UI developers, just only UI developers. UI developers are here. One UI developer connecting with the server connected to database. Here, databases are here. Here, who know databases, who know database programming, they called as database developers. Who know server-side programs, they called as server-side developers. Who know front-end programming, they called as UI developers. Here in this, here UI programming is connecting with the HTML4, CSS3, these all topics. Here we are learning here, first topic, first I'll explain here what is UI. So this is here user interface. This is what totally front-end programming. In this, here I'm going for different websites. This is one UI page. See, after submitting my details, after entering my correct details, we can able to redirect to PHP page. So PHP. Next. One second.
Ma'am, this we are doing UI user interface as a front end developer.
Yes.
Ma'am, there is a two type back end and front end. The whole is called full stack developer, like that.
Yes.
Ma'am, particularly in this session, you will be doing teaching us the front end developer, like
yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That is what I'm explaining. Here in this front end programming, I'll show you different websites here. See, facebook.com, this is one front end. Here after submitting your application form, your data has to be submitted to server. That servers are here, PHP server, Java server, .NET server, like that, different servers we have. Here we are going with the UI development. This UI, once you enter your username, password, your data is submitted to server. Here in this time, this UI development time, so what we are doing here, once you click on the submit button, my data is redirecting to server. Server connected to database. So here in this URL, you can understand here, Facebook is connecting with the server that is PHP. So from this URL, you can understand here, this is connecting server programming PHP. But database may be Oracle, maybe MySQL, any database. Here, next one, here Oracle create account. See here, in this time, you can see that here email address, password, submit button, all everything you can see here like this. Once you click submit button, your data will be redirected to server. Here your data will be redirected. One second.
I'm asking that the mainly we will do the UI, the whole thing, the link which we get, suppose you have written http www.google.com.
Yes.
Then we are here to learn how to link with the UI with the server and then to the database, or we will make this UI like that.
Yeah. That is what I'm explaining.
Ma'am, but how, ma'am, I'm not understanding the server which we are going to link that. Then how it is like, I'm not understanding that way. The server and the database, how we are linking and we are working in which area, this how to make the server or database or the linking part between them.
Here, when you enter URL, you can see Google, right?
Yes.
After entering you want to search for mobiles. Mobile related link, you will get it within few seconds of time, right? You link one Amazon mobile, Flipkart mobile, all mobile in URLs, you will get it. Right? So this resultant page will come from server. Server will fetch it from database. Database back to server. Server will give you for our front end. Front end will print our output.
Okay, ma'am. The mechanism we have to develop to form in the front end as a.
Yeah. Front end developer duty here. Processor data should be result printed and submit the data from the user end.
Better you have to give you will give the arrow, then you will understand more best way. Yes, ma'am. The then back to then again UI server user.
Okay.
Thank you.
Here it will give back to the servers and database. It will give server connect to database back to server. Then finally that resultant page will be printed for our program. So this is the way application will be developed. So this URL here, Oracle create account page, this is one URL. If you check it here, once you check this URL here, this URL is example for here server page. In this Oracle create account page, our front end is connecting with the JSP page, that is our Java page. Java connect to database. This type of development you can see for our front-end program. Here for our front-end programming, you can find it here, this type of results. UI is connecting with, here UI is connecting with the front server, that is Java. Java connected to database. This type of development you can find for our program. It is by front-end developer. So front-end developers duty here, they have to display proper format of output. Server side duty here, fetch the data from front-end, connect to database. The database developers who developed totally tables, those all tables, fetching data or updating result, inserting the data, those all will be done by server side developers. Database developers, they have to maintain proper queries and proper execution of the table. So proper formatting of table, they have to maintain it. Here two URLs are connecting with two different server programs. Okay, from that URL, we can understand here. This is one server program. This is one server program. This way we can develop. Here, next I'm going for.
Ma'am, I'm not understanding the last two block which you're telling. Initially, you told that UI server, first one HTTP facebook.com one, and this one
Yes.
profile.oracle. How they are connected and why will they connect, ma'am?
Here, when you enter URL, you can see one application. What you can see here?
Enter the email address and the password.
Here you can see some text boxes, right? What
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can see here?
There is no text box. Oh, yes, ma'am. Here it is.
It is asking email address password.
Yes, ma'am.
Here also it is asking email address password.
Hmm.
But here this is different website. This is different website, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Here, this is one UI page. This is also one UI page. After submitting your data, you will connect to one server program to store our information into database. Will connect with one server program. That server program is JSP, Java page. Is it
Okay.
clear?
A little bit. I will do practical, then it will be more clear.
Practical means?
Means we'll do by ourselves.
Every day will you log in for Facebook?
Yes, ma'am.
So that is your practical example. You are logging, right?
Yes.
You are connecting with the server. If you are a valid user, then you can see your inbox. If you are an invalid user, can you see your inbox?
No, ma'am.
No. So that is what every day you are using websites, right? Those are all practical examples.
Okay, ma'am.
You are able to see your home page. You are able to see your dashboard. So that is what here one front end. So front end is connecting with the server, fetching with the database. Suppose you forgot your password. Immediately it will give error message, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So that is also one practical example. Server is giving error message for us. You entered password that is not available in the database. Different server, different password is available in database. So that's why it will give error message for us.
Okay, ma'am. From the server only we are getting the error message.
Server will give you flag to the front end will print the output. Every time processed data will be printed by front end. You are entering your username password. After submitting your data will be read by server. Server will connect to database. Either it will store or update or insert or delete the data from the database. Then it will back to the front end.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your doubt here?
Ma'am, how the one page is interlinked with the other page, that two link you have given. So I thought that it is the working principle of.
How it will be, you will see in the front end programming. One day you cannot learn all the things, right? Here you have to understand the flow demonstration. If you want, I'll explain that. But one day programming, connecting with the database, fetching the details, it is very hard to understand. Slowly, I'll explain that.
Okay, ma'am. I have not understood the flow only that time. Now, okay, ma'am.
So flow itself, you are not understanding.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you every day you are using your Gmail, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So how you are using Gmail?
By entering our mail ID and password.
So after that,
we log into my page inbox.
so you are able to see, right? So how many pages you are seeing? Starting, what will be the page?
The inbox I'm going
First
to see.
login page.
First the login page, then only I can
Inbox.
go in. Yes,
going to inbox. In the middle, your inbox page will connect to server. It will check it in the database. Your username password correct or not. If it is correct, then it will show you inbox page of your Facebook or a Gmail. Is it clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is wrong here in the flow? Anything missing in that row?
No, ma'am, it's okay now. Understood.
Here, I'm explaining here front-end programming here. In this front-end, when you enter any URL, whatever application you can see, that is what front-end. If you submit it, it will connect to database back to server. So finally, you will get resultant page for us. This resultant page, what you are getting here. So this resultant page, what you are getting here, that is our UI page. Once you enter your username password, you are able to see here, you are able to see that front-end page for us. That front-end page, resultant page, it will give you immediately few seconds. That is what UI. So up to now, just only title we understood. What is front-end we understood. Under this front-end, I am going to cover these all topics. And everyday class, I'll upload it in the, here, upload it in OneDrive. I created one Gmail drive for our batch. In that Gmail drive only, I'll upload everyday class files, recordings, programs, paint files, documents, everything. I'll upload it in one drive, one Gmail drive. That drive I'll share with the students. See, this is 9 p.m. drive. Here, for few students, I conducted demos. Those all I uploaded here. Okay, here, that is my last week demonstration. They will merge with you on Wednesday. They'll come and join in the Wednesday with you. Here, programs. So everyday programs, once I start it, all programs I'll upload here. Paint file, everyday paint file I'll upload here. Documents, everyday class document I'll upload here. So this way, I'll upload all my files into this drive. Okay. This is my drive every day. Once I share this drive with you, so here I have already few students mail ID. So once I share this drive with you, every day you will get notification whenever I upload it. Here, now I'm going with the first topic. In first two demonstration time, I'll explain to you what is the use of each topic. Each topic brief information. First, what is UI and what is the use of each topic I'll cover in the demonstration. Here.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Okay, for the recordings, what is the duration to access?
Next 1 year it will be available.
Okay.
Here. Okay, you're not able to see my drive. See, this is my drive. 9 o'clock drive. Recordings, programs, paint file, documents. Documents I uploaded, I'll upload course content here. Web UI course content and all. Programs, everyday class programs. Here recordings, everyday class recordings. Date wise. And here programs, paint file, documents. Like this I'll upload to the all students. Here I'm explaining UI. UI means front end. In this first topic here, HTML. First, we understood title. Second, I'm explaining here our first topic of our course, HTML. HTML is a hypertext markup language. It's a hypertext markup language. Markup means here, it's a tag-based programming. Markup means here, tag-based programming. Tag is nothing but it's an instruction to browser. We can give our instruction to the browser in the form of tags. These tags are here. Two types of tags we have. One is paid tag. Here, second one is unpaired tag. If you are learning any programming language, that language instructions we have to learn. So this HTML language instructions all will be in the form of tags. See here, come back to our Facebook. Here, when you right click, inspect element on this. See here, you can see some code here. See doc type, HTML, head and body. So now if you remove this body tag, you cannot see any output. So once you refresh, all will back. See here, doc type, HTML, head and body tag. If you remove the body tag, you cannot see any output for us. If you remove the head section, see here, you can see that output, but there is no proper alignment for our content. Here, there is no proper alignment for our content if you don't use the head section. So any HTML page, standard code here, it is doc type HTML head and body. So this is all with the tags. Doc type, HTML start and close. Here, HTML starting tag, ending tag. Here itself, head start and close and body start and close. Okay, head start and close, body start and close. Under this head section, we can write it here. Script tag we are using here to write JavaScript code. Style tag we are using here to write CSS. Here script tag and then style tag we use it here to write JavaScript as well as CSS code. Here every HTML page we will write it, standard code will be like this. Any web page if you check it, you can see that standard code will be like this. Here head section is adding here header information. Body section is used to write total body HTML tags, images, buttons, radio button, checkbox, drop down list, all we will write it here within this body tag. Here HTML is a hypertext markup language. Style part is used to add CSS code. Script part is used to add JavaScript code. Here style tag I am using here to add CSS code for our application. CSS here it is cascading style sheet. Here cascading style sheet, here it is style part of web page. Style part of the web page we can create it with the CSS. CSS will add you style part of the application. Script is used to add JavaScript. Here JavaScript code for our application we can write it by script tag. Here we can write JavaScript code here. Script means here it is a functionality of a web page. Web page functionality. What is functionality? What is CSS? What is HTML? I'll explain to you in the tomorrow session. Generally, in the basic demonstrations, I'll provide two demonstrations. I'll provide it for the students. First 2 days of demonstration, they'll get idea about my course. I'll show you directly website where we can use, what topic we can use, because of which topic it is giving this type of output. That I'll show you practically. I'll show you what will be the usage of each topic. I'll explain to you in our course. Here, each topic practical usage, I'll explain to you in the demonstration. So after my demonstration, you will get idea about my class. You will get idea about my class. So by that, you can easily follow my all topics. Okay. So up to now, if you have any queries, you can ask this. Yes, up to now, any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Yes, any other?
No, ma'am.
No. So we'll meet tomorrow sharp 9 o'clock. Today my system got stuck after my restarting, after opening my system, it has got restarted. So it has taken time, but sharp 9 o'clock I'll start my session. For demonstration time, it will be 50 minutes, 45 minutes I'll continue, but regular session, it will be 1 hour, full 1 hour I'll continue your content. That will be for the next 2 months. And everyday class and class related task I'll provide you. So by that you will get practical example for each task. For each task you will get it here, practical example. That's it for today. Yes, any doubt?
If we have any doubt in our project, then how we'll contact
I'll
you?
share you my mail ID with you. So in that mail you can ask your questions.
Okay, ma'am.
Or otherwise you can unmute and ask your questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay then. That's it for today. We'll meet tomorrow for the continuation. Thank you.